we go. It is another week of Duffs to Darts. I'm Ed. This is week 10 of the weekly Duffs to Darts check-in on a dime. So this week wasn't super crazy. I didn't do a bunch of stuff outside. I didn't, record anything that I was doing inside. I practiced as I typically do, but I don't have a lot of stuff to show you guys this week. More so just talking about it. So one thing I started doing is, I mentioned it last week, Kyle Aldernick mentioned the importance of starting to actually write down a journal. So I got a notebook, I got it from work, and I started just writing down journal notes of what I was doing that night to practice, what I felt could be better, what I felt I need to work on. So getting used to doing that. I've never journaled before. This vlog is the most of journaling I've ever done, and I'm just talking to a camera on my computer. So starting with that, that's kind of like the big change I've made this week. Saturday was really nice here in Chicago, and it would have been nice to get out and play, but I was really busy. My wife and I were able to have an unexpected date night. So we went and saw Us, that new movie that's out, well, right now at the time of this video. It's really good. We went and saw that, and we didn't have the kids. Earlier in the day, I had to take our dog to the vet. He was sick, hence most expensive day ever. If you have a dog, you get it. He's better now. He's licking the floor again. Stop licking the floor. So that was that. I did still practice during my date night, so my wife is awesome like that. She let me do that without giving me a hard time. Part of my 30-day paleo watching what I'm eat diet is no alcohol. However, I decided to have some alcohol on our date night at home, and it hit me really hard. I was drunk, definitely. My wife called me out on it. I lied. I said I was just a little buzzed, but the next day she said she knew I was lying. I did my 100 swings while I was nice and buzzed. Proof again for myself that drinking and alcohol for me don't mix. I had really bad balance. I kept slamming it into the floor. I'm sure my neighbor downstairs wasn't too happy about it. So I learned that lesson. Drinking and playing golf don't work well for me, especially if I'm trying to get better. One drill I do a lot in the apartment has been long bump and runs. I moved back to about 25 feet in between the couches. Right here, there is like maybe a 2-foot gap between the two couches as they touch each other. So I kind of have a gate to chip through. I chip through that, and then I'll either put down an alignment rod to stop the balls close before that, or I'll put like my putt out mat down and try to land them on the putt out and roll close. So I'm gotten really pretty good actually at the low bump and run, putting the ball further back in my stance so it's rolling further. It's more of a chip shot or more of like a putting stroke. And then practicing, put it further in the stance to get it to come up higher and spin backwards. That one makes me nervous because the window, I've hit the door as you guys saw in another check-in. I don't need to break anything else. 100 swings of the day, every day, not missing any days with that. Only caveat would be there were 1 or 2 days where I was really, really sore just from working out at work, from doing legs or whatever. So rather than swinging the club and hurting myself, I would do like 120 putts instead, just trying to work. One thing that I want to show you real quick. So I had mentioned before that I do these things on my lunch break at work, part of my lunch buckets as I call them, where I'll go to the back of the parking lot and I will do my driveway / driving range in a trunk. And I'll put a flag in the ground that folds up and collapses. Callaway makes it. It's like a tent rod. It folds up to that big, and then you can stick it in the ground. I put that down, and I have a whole basket of balls, and I was chipping to it. And this was back in September. I was hitting golf balls at work on my lunch break, and I looked up, and I saw that there was a Google Maps car that was driving by, and I didn't notice it until after I'd hit a shot. And so actually at work, and I'll put up pictures because I had it on my phone right now, I wrote on a Post-it note, September, hitting golf balls, check Google Maps. So I had this Post-it note on my desk. Every so often I would take a look on Google and see if it got updated. I forgot about it, found the Post-it again today, looked it up, saw that it was updated. So if you I'm not going to tell you my address of my work, but for those of you who watch these that I work with, if you go to Google Maps, you put in our work address, and you click on the back of the parking lot, I'm actually back there hitting golf balls. So if anybody ever looks up this address in the future, they're going to see some random guy in a dress shirt working their golf game. So I thought that was fun. Google Maps celebrity. That's it for this week. Like I said, not a lot going on. This weekend I'm heading out to Iowa, visit my father-in-law. We're going to go to this place called The Range, and it's a simulator. We're going to play 9 holes there, so I'm going to get to swing this weekend. Not outside, but still getting to swing the clubs. Should be fun. I plan on kicking his ass. Bet you just laughed right now, Fuzz, didn't you? All right, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Stay up to date. Hit the subscribe and like button. As always, keep grinding.